Hello students, welcome all of you to my English class. In today's class, I am going to discuss about the important points or key points about the topic A Letter to God, which is written by G.L. Fuentes. Look at the chart here. I have prepared a chart for you, and also I have mentioned here important points against each para. So my dear students, you should remember about the points para wise, okay, which help you to understand the test very easily, very clearly, and also help you to attend both type of questions, that is both short type and long type in your exam, okay. And here also I want to say that the writer G.L. Fuentes wants to describe here or wants to say here about the innocence, the emotions, and also great faith of a farmer towards God, okay. So now starts from para 1, that is para 1 is about Lencho's house. Look at here, para 1 is about Lencho's house. Here you should know about the situation of Lencho's house. Lencho's house is situated or set on the crest of a low hill, and from that height you could see the river and the ripe cornfield which dotted with flowers and also promised a good harvest, okay. Here the writer wants to describe here about the natural beauty of Lencho's house. He wants to say that a farmer must be live on the countryside, not in the town, okay. And now in para 2 is about Lencho's family. Dear students, in para 2 you should know about the Lencho's family members, okay. Lencho had his wife who was preparing supper at that time. His older boys were working in the field, whereas his smaller ones are playing near the house. The writer here also describe here about a farmer's family, that how a farmer's family are also very hardworking. They also work hard for their family. They also work hard to support their family, okay. So here he tells us about the love and affection we found in a farmer's family, okay. We found in between the members of a farmer's family, okay. In para 2 the writer also wants to say about the prediction of Lencho. By seeing the northeast direction or by seeing the huge mountainous cloud, Lencho had predicted about the rain. When rain came, Lencho compared the raindrops as new coins, and also he said that the big drops are 10-cent pieces and the small drops are 5-cent pieces, okay. Now comes to para 3. Para 3 is about rain and hailstone. You should remember about rain and hailstone in para 3, because the writer wants to tell in para 3 about a farmer's dependence on nature, okay. You all know that rain or water is very much needed to the plants to grow, okay. So here Lencho totally dependent on the rain. So in para 2 Lencho became happy when rain came, but in para 3 he became unhappy or upset or sad. Why? Because along with the rain very large hailstone began to fall, due to which his cornfield became destroyed. His cornfield looks like white as it is covered with salt, okay. The hailstones totally spread all over the Lencho's cornfield. So rain and hailstones are the main reason for the destruction of Lencho's cornfield, okay. And now comes to para 4. Look at here, para 4 is about the destruction of Lencho's cornfield. We have already known about the reason behind it, that rain and hailstones are the main reason for the destruction of Lencho's cornfield. So here the writer wants to explain or describe about the nature's calamity or the nature's crudeness upon the Lencho's cornfield, that how nature show its crudeness towards Lencho's cornfield, due to which Lencho's cornfield became totally destroyed, the corn totally destroyed. And the next para is about Lencho's soul. Dear students, due to destruction of Lencho's cornfield, Lencho became unhappy, Lencho became sad. We all know that Lencho is a hard-working farmer. He was very much dependent upon his cornfield and upon the nature. Now, what happened then? Here also we can say the writer wants to say about a farmer's emotion. Okay. Next para is about Lencho's hope. Para 6 is about Lencho's hope. Dear students, when Lencho's soul became unhappy, became upset, became sad, at that time he thought of what to do and where to go. Okay, he going on thinking. But what happened? He don't give up his hope. In para 6, the writer wants to tell about Lencho's patience, that how patiently he going on thinking, and at last he thought of one hope, that is help from God. That is help from God. Okay, so para 6 is about Lencho's hope. Next, para 7 and 8 about Lencho's need and Lencho's letter. Dear students, as Lencho had great faith on God, so he wants to write a letter to God. Here also mentioned one phrase, that is Lencho is an ox of a man. It means Lencho is a hard-working man who work hard like an animal. Here he wants to write a letter to God, and in his letter he wants to tell that, please God, give me 100 pesos so that I can sow my field again. So here Lencho's need is 100 pesos in order to sow his field again. Okay, so according to his need, he start to write a letter to God. Okay, he start to write a letter to God, and after his completion of the letter, he is ready to drop the letter in the mailbox. Next, para 9, which is about reaction of postman and postmaster. Dear students, in para 9, when the postman got the letter, at first he laughed heartily because in his career he never saw any letter like this. Next, when he gave the letter to the postmaster, he also laughed heartily first, but after some time he became serious by thinking that what a faith Lencho have towards God. So here in para 9, you should know about their reaction, the postman and postmaster reaction towards Lencho's letter, or by seeing Lencho's letter. Okay, and next para 10 and 11, these are the two small paras, para 10 and 11, that is about postmaster's idea. So when postmaster became serious, at that time he thought of one idea, and one idea also came to his mind, that in order not to shake Lencho's faith towards God, he collected some money from his employees, from his friends, and also he gave some amount of money from his salary, and around a little more than half, or we can say 70 pesos, he can able to send to Lencho. Okay, and then para 12 and 13 about Lencho's anger. Dear students, see here in para 10 and 11, that is about postmaster's idea. In that point, the writer also wants to say about the postmaster's attitude, postmaster positive attitude, postmaster positive behavior, or the kindness of postmaster. Okay, how kind the postmaster was, so that he can able to collect some money around 70 pesos and able to send that money to Lencho. Okay, and now come to para 12 and 13, which is about Lencho's anger. At first Lencho became happy by seeing the letter, but he became angry when he counted the money, because there was only 70 pesos, whereas Lencho's need was 100 pesos. So he started to suspect the employees of the post office. And now the last para 14, that is about Lencho's last letter or the second letter. Okay, so in para 14, when Lencho became angry due to his innocentness, then he started to write the second letter or the last letter to God. and he wrote there that, please God, send me the rest pesos, but don't send through the mail because the post office employees are a bunch of crooks. So he start to suspect the post office employees. Okay, so this is the last part. So my dear students, these are all about the important points from para 1 to para 14. You should remember all these points systematically, so that you can able to do the short questions and also the long questions in your exam. So prepare it for your exam. That's all. Thank you.